Gentlemen, I have a claim and a counterclaim. Each of you is charging the other with a serious assault, and Mr. White, in addition to the assault, is charging Mr. Medina with property damage, accusing him of kicking his car. To set the scene for me, you were out with a group?
Correct.
What were you doing?
We were attending a function in Davis called Picnic Day.
Picnic Day is what?
Picnic Day is kind of just the beginning of spring. What it is, it's a college town, and so it's just kind of a family day. They have live bands, barbecues.
Now, what time does Picnic Day usually start?
Midday, about 11, 12-ish.
And I assume that barbecue and beer and all that kind of stuff.
Correct.
How many people are usually involved in Picnic Day? 1,000, 2,000?
Oh, upwards of 5,000, 6,000. It's the whole town they do it, so it's a big family day and everything.
And you were out in the street with a group?
At the time of the incident, we were crossing the street going to my vehicle.
How many people were crossing the street?
At the time, it was me and Miss Crane.
Just two of you?
Yes, ma'am.
How many other people were in the street?
Oh, there was people everywhere.
That's what I'm trying to get to, Mr. Medina. What I'm trying to understand is Mr. White was in his car.
Yes.
And Mr. White was in his car with his two children.
Yes, ma'am.
And he was trying to get through this street.
Yes.
And I'm trying to figure out whether it was just the two of you that was crossing the street or whether there was a mob of hundreds and hundreds of people who sort of took over the street. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Well, you want to answer that question
Yeah,
for
what
me?
it was, I mean, me and Kelsey were the ones in the intersection that almost got struck. But on either side of us, you know, there's people, pedestrians walking across the streets, standing on the side of the streets, just, you know, having a good time, neighbors out and about in their front yards and everything.
I'm not talking about neighbors in their front yard, Mr. Medina.
Sorry about
You
that.
understand.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
You
no, we
look
were
like-
not the only people on this street.
There were a lot of people in the street.
Correct.
Now, you were in the crosswalk
Yes, ma'am.
with your friend.
Yes, ma'am.
And tell me what happened.
Me and Miss Crane got about halfway across the street when I heard a sound of just like tires and kind of a motor behind me. I turned around and saw Mr. White's vehicle coming around the corner at a very high rate of speed, kind of out of control, and he almost struck me and Miss Crane. Me and Miss Crane immediately darted to the opposing side of the street pretty much just to get out of the way. And instantaneously, you know, she reacted and just yelled at him, obviously, because he had almost run us over. At which point, Mr. White had already gone about 30 feet or so and slammed on his brakes very aggressively, leading skid mark and, you know, just aggressively braking.
What did she say to him?
Just like, hey, watch out, you know, just scared pretty much.
Go ahead.
Mr. White then got out of his car, exited his vehicle, and just automatically seemed very just agitated, kind of aggressive. Just didn't seem like he was having a good day pretty much. He then started yelling at Miss Crane, you know, this and that, get out of the street, watch yourself.
So he got out of his car. He stopped his car.
Yes, ma'am. He had already passed us and then stops his car.
Did he walk back to where you were, or did he stay near his car?
He stayed in the vicinity of his vehicle,
car.
but kind of a little bit towards
So he's
us.
yelling at her from a distance?
Yes, ma'am.
You say about 30 feet.
About.
What happened next?
Next, they just started exchanging words.
So now they're yelling at each other?
Exactly. And
from
at this,
30 feet away?
Well, she started walking kind of towards him because, you know,
Okay,
they could not
just
hear each other.
I'm creating a picture in my mind. He was 30 feet away.
Yes, ma'am.
Your friend started to walk towards his car.
Correct.
And they were yelling.
Exactly.
And what happened next?
At that point, I was about 10 or 15 feet away. I started walking towards them.
So then you started to walk towards him.
Correct. And this was in the
Just a
same
second.
direction as my vehicle.
No. Yeah. Then you started to walk towards him. Now, when you started to walk towards Mr. White, were you exchanging any words?
No, as I walked up, I did tell him, you know, that what she's saying is correct. He had almost run us over.
No, well, that wasn't the way we're talking in the street. You know, you almost ran her over. That wasn't the way we were talking in the street that day, on Picnic Day, Mr. Medina. That wasn't what she yelled at him and what he yelled when he got out of the car, because he lost his temper and she lost her temper. Now, when I'm creating this picture, because then I'm going to hear his version of the events, but it all has to sit right with me, and it has to make sense. Do you understand?
I understand.
So now she's walking towards him screaming, because she's had a couple of beers.
Actually, no, Miss Crane was not drinking that day.
What about you?
I had about 4 beers over a 5 or 6 hour period.
Okay, so you had a few.
A few, yes. But I was driving, so I couldn't be intoxicated.
Well, if she wasn't drinking, she should have been doing all the driving, right?
Pretty much was going to end up happening anyways. Too lazy at the end of the day.